see all kinds of products that they're selling online, and you probably know them for the Snuggie back in the day and Bendaroos, and I know there's a ton more which Trish is going to talk about tonight, so it's going to be fun. Hello, Jessica from Wisconsin. Wow, Wisconsin's in the house tonight. Terry Whipple and the Inventors and Entrepreneurs Clubs of Wisconsin. Welcome. Hi, Bob from Oxford, Connecticut. Velos Engineering. Good to see you. Good to see you on the chat. Okay. Yes, the stream is happening. Yes. Oh, I answered that question already. How you doing, Scott? Good to see you. Soon we're going to have some introductions from some of our members to say hello. They're going to tell us where they're from and why they're here. So we'll have that in a little while. So stand by, Scott, when I call you group and all the others. Hello, Vitaly. I miss you. Good to see you. Yes, it's live now. We are streaming live. All right, we'll give everybody a chance to join us. Hopefully you watched. Oh, how you doing, Will? Good to see you. Good to see you on the chat. Peter. Yes, long time no see. Samantha from Florida. Good to see you too. Very nice. Christine. Thanks for joining. Wow. Hello from New York City. Yo Deuce. Zach. How you doing? Cheryl. Good to see you. All right, we're just going to give everybody another minute or two. You know, there's a lot of traffic to get online here live streaming. Abe, good to see you too. Thank you. Harry, wow, I miss you. I know, the good old Inventors and Entrepreneurs Clubs, right? Live. Here we are now, live streaming. Snowy from northern New Mexico. Diane. Terry, good to see you. I see you brought all the Wisconsinites, if that's what you call it, on the event tonight. Thank you. Birmingham. John Vidopia, good to see you too. Dana. Very nice. Alok, good to see you. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining. All right, we're going to get started. For those of you who didn't have any traffic to get to our website live here and stream, we have a great lineup tonight of our inventors that are members of the National Inventor Club. And we have Trish Dowling. She is our guest speaker, and she's going to be speaking about all the great activity that goes on with Allstar Innovations, and to help you and think about whether you have an invention that could be for infomercials or online digital sales or in retail. Trish is going to talk to you about what it takes to actually make an invention or an idea successful, or to have at least the best shot of success out there in retail. So she'll be going over that with us too. All right. Hey, how you doing? Oh, good. All right, Leonardo, good to see you. George and Kelly, good to see you. Thank you. For those of you who missed it, nationalinventorclub.com, you can see the first guest that we had last month, which was Marty Cooper, the inventor of the cell phone. How crazy is that? 92 years old, the inventor of the cell phone, and he's just starting a new business. Unbelievable. So you should definitely check that out. All right, let's get started. So what I'd like to do is give some hellos and welcomes. So group one, if you can join me on the link that I sent you so we can get you in here. Just a couple quick announcements. So National Inventor Club. So we have our monthly meetings, which you'll be a part of, and soon they're going to be for members only. For now, I'm keeping it for members and non-members. So thank you for that. I know that there's some people that still want to explore and get an idea of what we're doing here as the inventor community. And we're going to have, and we have a forum. So once you become a member, you have access to a forum. The membership is $129 for the year for inventors, and it's $199 if you're a service provider for inventors. So the forum is going to be where you can network. You can also help each other out, ask a question so we can get involved that way. There's also a membership directory, so you can network amongst each other in there. You can see the resources for inventors that are on there. We have some great resources like patent attorneys and engineers that have signed up and joined us on our service provider side of the directory. We have resources. So we have Will Salas. He's on also tonight, and he's from the Patent and Trademark Center, PTRC, Patent Trademark Resource Center, which is a division of the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. And he provides great information that we post on the resource that in the resource area that, let's say the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office comes out with some information that's kind of relative to the inventor community. So we'll put that up there and we'll post it. He's also going to give some great tips and tricks on researching your invention, kind of like a patent search and kind of like a do-it-yourself type of patent search to start with. And we have resources. So there's other types of articles and great information that's on there. And once you become a member, I just sent out a ton of these today. I'm so excited. Whoop. National Inventor Club t-shirt. Cool. This one's a medium. I'll see if I can fit into it. Okay. So group one, if you can join us on the link that I sent you so we can introduce you. Okay. I also wanted to tell you, I'm really excited about Lillian Ellis. She's from Cornell, and she's going to be doing all kinds of polls and research and really interesting information on the demographics of innovators and inventors. And she's looking to interview some inventors also for some major papers that Cornell University is coming out with. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I see Glenn, but the other inventors and entrepreneurs and resources, if you could click on the link so I could see you into the session here, that would be great. I also wanted to thank, and I thanked him before, but I'll thank him again, Terry Whipple, for being active and helping me. He's from the Wisconsin Economic Development, and he's also founded and he runs, with the help of many of the inventor group leaders in Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Inventors and Entrepreneurs Club. So thank you for joining us. And of course, the Small Business Development Center, unbelievable resource. If you haven't taken advantage of it, free. It's a division of the Small Business Administration. And I wanted to thank Small Business Development Center of Farmingdale, Erica Chase Gregory, thank you very much, and Walter Reed. Really appreciate your support with making this happen. All right, so let's get some inventors and entrepreneurs and resources for inventors. Here are some of our latest members of the National Inventor Club. So let's get you on here, Glenn.
Sure.
How you doing, Glenn?
Hey, Brian. Thanks for having me tonight.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on your National Inventor Club.
Thank you. So, Glenn, tell us who you are and where you're from and why you're here tonight.
Sure. Well, I'm from Virginia, Fredericksburg, and I'm with planetpatent.com. I've been doing patent research for 15 years, and I've been a member of a local Inventors Club, the Inventors Network of the Capital Area, so I'm giving them a little plug today, too.
Great.
So I've had a lot of fun with that organization. Been president at times and just a volunteer bringing the food, but it's been a lot of fun, really educational. And I enjoy doing patent research as well. So it's a lot of fun.
Great.
It's like detective work.
And you should have your t-shirt in a couple of days. So thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. We'll speak to you soon. And Glenn, you'll be in the directory also in the membership area. Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us, Glenn. Okay. Next, let's get Samantha. How are you, Samantha?
I'm good. Good to see you again, Brian.
You too. So tell us who you are and where you're from and why you're here tonight.
Well, I'm Samantha St. Raymond. I'm an inventor, product developer for the last maybe 5 or 6 years. Just now getting the wheels and the grease, just now starting to figure it all out. My latest invention is, I have it right here.
Oh, let's see it. Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
this is my prototype. It's called the layering ladle. I was a bartender for many, many years, and there's a technique that you can do to layer a cocktail layered on top of one another, and it's a specialty technique that professional bartenders need to have before they can do that. So this little doodah will actually layer that drink for you. There's a slit here, and yes, it's patent pending, and we're going to go into manufacturing this summer and hit the streets and sell it myself, so I can come up.
Congratulations. Excellent. And hopefully you'll be on the Inventor Spotlight area, which I also wanted to mention, and we'll get to him in a few. I believe that he'll be on. But congratulations, Samantha. Great job.
Thank you. Thanks for putting on this again. Last month was fantastic, and I'm very excited to meet and talk with Mistress Dowling tonight as well.
Excellent. That's Trish Dowling from
Yes.
Allstar Innovations. So she'll be on in a little while. Thank you, Samantha.
Yes.
Okay, who's next? Let's see. We have, oh, here he is. John Vidopia.
Brian.
Welcome. How you doing, John?
Oh, not too bad, I guess.
Good. So tell us who
very-
you are, where you're from, and why you're here tonight.
Well, I'm very happy to be here. I'm a patent and trademark attorney from New York, and I have a lot of experience in mechanical and mechanical inventions, and in particular medical inventions, medical-related inventions, including software. And I'm here because I'm excited about National Inventors Club.
Great. Thank you, John. We appreciate your support, and keep an eye out on your shirt also.
I'll look forward to it, Brian.
Thank you, John. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for becoming a member of the National Inventor Club. Thank you. Okay, who do we have next? Oh, look at this. George. George, I hope you have Kelly with you.
Hi there, Brian. How are you?
How you doing? Where's Kelly?
Good, good. My name is George Melistus. I am the owner and founder of Child Be Safe. We manufacture and sell child safety products that mount over switches and outlets that protect children and pets from harm's way. We just take off the existing plate, we put our unit on there, very easy to install, and it clicks just like that, and it locks into place. Our inventions are patented, and you can visit us at childbesafe.com to learn more and to also purchase our products.
Congratulations, George. Well done. You and Kelly, right? Where's Kelly? She's not there tonight?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. I wanted to congratulate you and Kelly for being in our Innovators Spotlight, our Inventor Spotlight. So on the homepage of the website, you and Kelly are on there. Congratulations and continued success for both of you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, look at this.
Hey,
Kevin Prince, how are you? Good to see you.
good. Good to talk to you again.
So tell us who you are, where you're from, and why you're here tonight.
Well, I'm Kevin Prince with Quick Patents. I'm a patent agent in Las Vegas, and I work with mostly small and micro entity clients. I'm an inventor myself, so I can speak the language of inventors.
Good. Thank you for joining us, Kevin. Thank you for becoming a member, and I know you always do a super job. Congrats.
Well, thanks.
Okay, see you soon. All right, let's see who else we have. Let's see, Glenn. We did Glenn already. All right, so let's get group 2 into the studio. So if you could just click on your link, group 2, and we could see you in a few minutes. Okay, so real quick, while we're getting group 2 in, there's a few more guests that I'd like to introduce, some new members. So a couple of, Lee, thank you, from Tallahassee. I think you're going to be coming on. Phil Engineering, 3D Printing, Suffolk County in the house. I hope that's Suffolk County, New York. I think there's a Virginia, Suffolk County also. Cheryl. Okay. What's going on over here? Okay, so we have Stephen Fisher, Stephen from Long Island. Hey, this is where it all began, from the Long Island Inventors and Entrepreneurs Club, now turned into the National Inventor Club. If you'd like to become a member, you can go to nationalinventorclub.com. Okay, so Glenn, I think we got you before, right? So let's see. Greg Greg Ryan. Here we go.
Engineering.
How you doing, Greg?
Hey, how you doing, Brian?
I'm doing great. So, Greg, tell us who you are, where you're from, and why you're here tonight.
Cheryl.
Okay, my name's Greg
Okay.
Ryan. I'm from Long Island, New
What's
York,
going on over
and
here?
I invented a way to collapse down
Okay, so we
plastic
have Stephen
boxes
Fisher,
that can
Stephen from
replace
Long Island.
cardboard
Hey,
boxes.
This is
It's
where it all
an
began.
invention that can
Long
serve.
Island.
You know, we'll catch up to Greg in 1 second. I think there's some feedback coming in from him. Scott, how you doing, Scott? Oh, let me just unmute you there. How you doing? Good to see you, Scott.
Hi, Scott Keeley here. I am with Keeley D'Angelo, LLP. I'm obviously one of the partners here. And we are a small intellectual property firm in both Philadelphia and Rhode Island. And I'm an inventor myself. I have inventions ranging from a wind turbine blade to a design for the Ovation guitar.
Very nice. Congratulations, Scott, and thank you for becoming a member.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's try Greg one more time where there was some feedback on him. Greg, are you with us? Oh, here we go. Let's try that. Oh, he muted himself.
Mute you there.
Greg,
Yeah.
there you go.
See you, Scott.
All right.
Hi, Scott.
I think Greg is having some issues there. Okay. There's like some feedback. I'm sorry, Greg. Greg Ryan, I know he's from Long Island. He's got a great invention. So we'll see if we can catch him again. Glenn, you wanted to? Glenn.
Sure, why not? I'm also an inventor. I'm inventor of the Drain Grabo. And let's see, hair clog prevention device, very simple, goes in sink drains of bathrooms around the stopper or inside the drain. We got our favorite mascot here. It stops pet fur very well. So draingrabber.com. Drain Grabo. That's the new name. So it's been a lot of fun. So I'm dipping my toe in the inventor space a little more seriously these days. Thank you.
Excellent. Congratulations, Glenn.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I think group 2, we're done. Some people, okay. And some couldn't make it. So every meeting, before the meeting, we'll introduce some new members of the National Inventor Club. Okay. And maybe you'll wear your t-shirt. Okay. All right. So I see there's a lot of questions here. So let me just go through what the meeting and what our night is going to be like. So we're going to have Trish Dowling. She is from Allstar Innovations, and she is going to talk to us about what it takes to get your product into infomercials and what they end up doing through it. So to get to being a successful product, and they test, and some work and some don't. And that's what they do. So she'll go through what it takes to have a product turn into an infomercial or possibly digital sales and getting into retail. Oh, look at Lee. A late start, Lee, but let's get you introduced because you're here. So Lee, how you doing?
Good.
And we know everything about you already. I don't even, so tell us who you are and where you're from. Lee Meadows from Tallahassee, Florida, and tell us why you're here.
Well, I have ideas of my own. I'm a criminal defense attorney in Tallahassee. Hold on. I'm a criminal defense attorney with ideas. I'm getting ready to retire, and I want to just learn how to start developing some of the products. I have the ideas, and I want to just get a feel from people that have done this for years. It's always been something that I've been interested in. I started out in patent law when I first started, and then made probably a bad career move in getting people out of jail. So after 40 years of that, I'm calling from Tallahassee, and it's short sleeve weather here for all of you that are in cold, snowy, nasty weather. But I'm glad to be a part of the group.
Good. Well, thank you for joining us, Lee, and thank you for being a member of the National Inventor Club. Thank you. Okay. All right. So let's introduce Trish Dowling from Allstar Innovations. So we'll have her on for a little while, and then we'll have question answers. So you can use your comments area to ask questions, and I'll select some questions to ask for Trish. And then we'll do some general question answer. So Trish is going to talk for about 20 minutes or so. What do you think, Trish? Maybe 20 minutes, a half hour? Let's get you on here. Where's Trish? There she is. Hello, Trish.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, good to see you. Long time
Good
no
to
see.
see you. Hey, Brian, how are you? Thanks for having
Doing
me
great.
on tonight.
Thank you. And you're one of the top infomercial as seen on TV companies. And I know that you do many other things out there, but congratulations on your continued success with Allstar Innovations. And thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Thanks again for having me. And thanks to all the inventors who joining us tonight and taking time out of their night. We really appreciate it.
Excellent. So Trish, why don't you maybe start off and tell us a little bit about yourself and where Allstar Innovations are?
Sure. Well, I've been, before I started at Allstar about 11 years ago, I was actually a buyer. I was a buyer for a retail store, and I was also a buyer for a catalog. So I have a lot of overseas experience. I have a lot of buying experience, and I wouldn't want to do anything else. I love what I do. I enjoy product, and it's just a really fun business.
Excellent. And I know you're having fun, and it's also successful and lucrative, I'm sure, too.
Very much so. Very
Yep.
much so. And what's fun about it is everyone wants to hear what the next big thing is. So you always have a conversation, no matter where you are. Everyone's interested, and everyone kind of knows what you're talking about because they see it on TV or stuff like that. And yes, to your point, Brian, very lucrative.
Great. And I'm sure there's some that aren't so lucrative, but you know, you go through your testing, and that's what you're going to share with us tonight. For the inventors that are out there listening and watching, what does it take for your product to be successful, or the best shot of success to be successful? And also, is your product for infomercials? Is it something that you can bring to Trish and show her, or maybe other as seen on TV? But Trish is on tonight, so you talk to Trish tonight about your idea, and if it's something that they would go through their steps and process to see if they can convert it into something that you could see as one of your TV infomercials that are out there. And I've had a chance to experience that, and it's unbelievable to see your product like running on TV. So really excited to have you share your information with everybody out there. So let's get started. You ready, Trish?
Sure. Yep.
Okay, great. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, and we're going to put up Trish's presentation. Okay, we'll see how we're doing this. I haven't really shared the screen. Oh, look at that. It works. But let's start it from the beginning because that's probably better. Okay, so I'm going to put it like this so I can also see what's going on. So Trish, go ahead.
Sure. So it's just a brief presentation on who Allstar Innovations is and what we do, just to give you a little background on the process and what we're capable of. So we'll start with the first slide, Brian.
Okay.
And
let me try this one more time. There we go. Okay.
Okay. So the first slide, Brian, is what we do. If you want to just go to the next slide.
Okay.
It's not going.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. Okay, great. So Allstar Innovations, what we do is we bring innovative solutions to the market. We have over 20 years experience. And we're the go-to company for companies, inventors, and retailers. So we work with both the front ends with the inventors, and then we'll eventually bring it to retail. So it's not just direct to consumer infomercials. Okay. You can also buy all our products in all the major retailers. We're experts at it, from product engineering to manufacturing. And what I'm going to touch upon is performance-driven marketing and retail distribution. So I'm going to walk you through performance-driven marketing. Basically, what that means is we can sell anywhere. We can sell digitally, in retail, and TV. So if you have a product, we can actually take that to every single channel possible. So it's very exciting, and the numbers are very large behind each of our items. You want to go to the next page, Brian?
Yep.
Okay, so this is an example. To the right, you just see a couple of our logos. The The Snuggie, of course, is what we're most famous for, but we have many, many items. Magic Mesh has been around for at least 10 years. I'm sure many of you have heard that. The Simply Fit board was an exercise item that was very, very popular a couple of years ago. Caramia is a bra that's currently selling. We also sell many, many items under the Sharper Image brand, which is very exciting. So if you have an item and you bring it to us, Allstar, and we feel that the brand would enhance the item, we can then place the brand name on your item, which is very exciting. One of the things I want to point out to all these different items that we have, we do all categories. Many inventors come to me and say, well, what category do you guys do? Or what are you looking for? And the answer is we're looking for everything. We do cooking, apparel, personal care, exercise, household items. It's more so that we're looking for items that are unique and solve a problem and are mass appeal. So it's not so much, just a specific item, but if it's unique, solving a problem and mass appeal, it's probably the right formula for an infomercial item. Allstar's been around for over 20 years. And as you see here, many of our brands, we have launched numerous products successfully. We can go to the next page.
Okay.
So just to confirm some of the stuff I just said, we're backed by results. We have over $8 billion in sales. We've had over 300 products launched. And we are the preferred partner to many of our retail partners. So as I said in the beginning of the presentation, we just don't sell direct to consumer on TV and digitally. We also sell to Home Depot, CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond, and Amazon. So that's what's so great about our formula and what we do at Allstar. It's not just one stop where maybe you're just selling in retail. We're selling that item every place so everyone gets a chance to buy it. Next.
Okay.
So 3 things that we're excellent at, and something that's actually changed over the last, I would say, 4 or 5 years. And that's really, internet buying and reviews, and really the whole landscape has changed and it's constantly changing. We sell a lot on Amazon and as I said, over the internet and direct to consumer. And what that means is everyone can read reviews and see how the products are. So that actually has made us better as a company because we're delivering the best product possible to those consumers because we want good reviews. So we will constantly test the item, the prototype. We have groups, study groups that'll take the item and we'll get feedback, and our PD team actually makes that item best as possible so that we can get those 5-star reviews. That's better quality. Better sales is also there. When we get an item, we test it, meaning not just the functionality and the quality, but we also test it different offers, different shipping and handling offers, different price points. Maybe there's a free gift, something like that. We just continuously test an item until we find the best offer for that product, best profitability for the company and for that inventor. We can go to the next page.
Okay.
This just talks about all the different partnerships that we have. We not only work with various inventors and companies, but we also work with different brands, different spokespeople. So there's someone on this page from HSN, Debbie Meyer, and a few of our other partners that we currently sell their products. And we've had great experience with them and a lot of fun doing it. So this, I would say, is our most important slide because this really talks about each component that Allstar does through the process. And I'm just going to walk you through very quickly each component, just explain to you where your product is your product journey, let's say. where
Okay.
your product's going to go in the map. So the first part is merchandising and product development, and that's me and my team. Basically, we go to trade shows, we search the web, we talk to all different inventor groups, you name it, we're out there looking for the next big thing. That's me and my team. We're just looking for that next winner. The next is the performance testing lab. So if your item's selected to go forward, it would go into performance testing lab with our marketing team. So this is something where we survey the item, we send out a web test, and we do all different types of tests just to see what the response is. I may like the item, but what's more important is the consumer market likes the item, and we want to see how much they'll pay for the item and what the response rate is. The next part is, after it goes through the testing lab, performance-driven marketing goes back to that test, and we offer different price points and different shipping and handling, and we just make sure we have the best formula for a success of the product. The next part is global sourcing and supply chain. We do have an office in Asia, and we're very good at sourcing product, and we have an excellent PD team. We do require that inventors bring us prototypes. Unfortunately, we cannot work with drawings or concepts, but if you have a prototype, we can definitely make it better with your help. We have a dedicated team of 6 engineers on staff in the US, and we also have a dedicated team overseas. We also have a very strong sourcing team and manufacturing capabilities. We buy extremely large quantities, so we're very good at driving price. The next part is the retail distribution and sales. So once your item works through all the different testing labs, we have the right price, the right quality, it's time to sell. So that's retail distribution and sales. We have a dedicated in-house team, all the major retailers, along with direct to consumer. Again, I cannot emphasize that enough. We're one of the few companies that can bring your product to every single space out there, so everyone gets to buy it. And then lastly, but certainly not least, is Amazon Center of Excellence. The last 5 years, we've really dedicated a lot of time and effort into learning the ins and outs of Amazon. We have multiple great sellers on Amazon. I can point out a few of them to you tonight. And that's another space where we can sell your product. Next. So again, just quickly walk through the process: discover the product, evaluate the product, test, optimize, make sure we're going forward with our best deal, and maximize. And that's pretty much it. It's a simple formula, but something that we've perfected over the last 20 years. So this last page, and I'm hoping Brian can get these links to work. I just thought maybe we should have tested it. I actually have 5 current rollouts for us across 6 different groups. So it's a pet item, a kitchen item, a little mini air conditioner, an apparel item, and our #1 item this year was actually calming heat, the last one. And these are the actual TV spots that go behind each and every item. So this is super exciting because a lot of inventors get to see their items on TV, and it brings their items to life. It's great to see it on the retail shelf, but wow, when you can see your item sing and dance on a TV screen and everyone gets to see it, it's a whole different feeling than just having it on the shelf. But again, you'll have it on the shelf as well. So I'm sorry, Brian. Are you able to open those links?
Let's give it a shot. Let's try one. Which is your favorite?
Let's try the calming heat. The calming heat, the very last one. Yeah.
Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Open link.
It's
Are you able to see that?
No.
Probably not. Okay. You're able to see it though?
I can't see it. No, I'm sorry. Can anyone else see it?
Okay. Let me see. No, I don't see it. It's thinking. Oh,
Can you
there it
just
goes.
hop on the internet?
So,
No.
yep, I'm going to switch. Yep, I'm going to switch it right now. Let's see if I can make this happen. So let's stop sharing. Oh, let's see. Okay, so now I'm going to share. Okay, let me stop the screen and let's share this one. Let's see. Chrome tab. Calming heat. Here we go.
Terrific.
You could see it, right?
It's still thinking.
There we go.
You want to play the spot?
I'll do the best I can here. Yeah, let's see. Where is
you're on the website,
the
which is
video?
great. The video should be right there on the left-hand side on the top. On the very top.
Up here?
The left-hand side. Yeah, on the very top. Yep.
Okay.
Keep going up.
Here it is.
There it
Got
is.
it.
Yep.
Everyday work, exercise, and stress leaves your body in a painful, achy mess. What if you could combine soothing pressure, vibrating massage, and heat therapy? Introducing Calming Heat, the revolutionary massaging weighted heating pad. Now available in XXL for maximum therapeutic coverage. Calming Heat combines the soothing benefits of weighted pressure with the warming relief of an extra-large heating pad, plus massaging vibrations that can be turned on and off. The secret is therapeutic heat that's absorbed into the weighted clay beads, combined with massaging therapy, all stitched in a soft, luxurious fabric, delivering warm, soothing pressure therapy to muscles and joints. Watch, when blasted with air, this regular heating pad blows away, but the weighted pressure and no-slip fabric keep Calming Heat secure.
Just shut that off. All right, we back on?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Were you able to hear that?
I was able to hear it. I'm not sure if
good.
everyone else did. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody should be able to hear it. Okay. So let's get back to your slide.
Yep. So that was actually my last slide. I just had a listing of all different items here if everyone wants to hop on their own time. It just gives you a little bit of idea, like I said in the beginning, different categories. Basta is a spiralizer for vegetables to make veggie pasta. Pop and Play is a very cute cat item, a toy. Breeze Blast is a portable air conditioner. Caramia is a very unique bra, and then Calming Heat we just watched. So these are current campaigns. They cover all different categories, and they're all super successful. So I wanted to share with everyone what we're doing now and just give you an idea of what's successful for us at this moment.
Congratulations. And where can we buy these?
You can buy them in all the major retailers, Bed Bath & Beyond, Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, and also online. If you just, the Calming Heat website, if you just saw it, you could order right direct offline, online.
Nice. Congratulations. Yep. And what are some of your past famous innovations that have been brought out from Allstar?
Many. I mean, years ago, I had an item called Perfect Tortilla, and it was you would bake a bowl for a tortilla to make taco salad. So that was very successful. I had Forever Comfy, which was a gel seat that you sit on. Very successful program. Magic backs, which were earring backs that would hold up your earrings so they wouldn't droop. Pop and Play is one of my favorite because it's a little it's like whack-a-mole for your cat. The little mouse comes out and your cat plays with it. So we have many items. Happy Nappers is another big one that's going on right now.
Yep.
It's for kids. It was super successful, and now we have another new toy item coming out to follow up with that. So
Very
super
nice.
exciting. Yeah.
Congratulations, Trish. That's amazing.
Thank you, Brian. Thank
Great
you so
stuff.
much.
And I know everybody knows these products that they're probably buying themselves either on TV or in the stores. So congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so let's open up the chat. I see there's a lot of questions, Trish. So the floor is yours. So let's get a couple here. So Trish, okay, this one: are most products invented by Americans or Asian source products?
I would say Americans.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Hi, Trish. Does Allstar Innovation charge fees for their services? Percentage of the profits, percentage of the company they are helping?
No, we do not charge any fees at all. We cover all the testing that we do. If we were to move forward with an item from an inventor, it's a standard licensing agreement. And the inventor is paid a wholesale retail percentage, and that's how the inventor is compensated. But we do not charge for any services at all. We do all our own testing. So hopefully the item works, but if it doesn't, it's of no loss to the inventor. We pay for all the testing.
Okay. Let's see. Joyce, out of all the prototypes they see, what percentage becomes a successful item?
Great question. Honestly, it's a tough one. I see thousands of products a year. We test thousands of products a year. Right now it's about 20%. To give you a figure, after I see all of them, it's about 20% that move forward. We are changing things a little bit at Allstar, and we are doing retail only items. So it's giving those items an opportunity that maybe aren't successful on TV, but we feel like it's a good item for a specific retailer. So we can get traction from a retailer. Then the quantities are not as large, but it's something. So our model is changing just a little bit in that respect.
Okay. All right. Let's see. How can we protect ourselves from having someone take our idea when we go to Allstar? Where is it located?
We always have NDAs if you feel more comfortable. It's a standard NDA that protects both sides. So if you're interested in submitting a product to Allstar and you feel more comfortable with a non-disclosure agreement, there's no problem there. We will send you one prior to you sending us the item.
Okay. All right. We have Roger. Similar question. It sounds like Allstar does most of the work. How do inventors typically get compensated?
A licensing agreement. So the one thing I'd like to, we understand that all inventors are very close to their products, and this is their baby, of course. So I always tell inventors, you are as involved as you want to be. So if we were to move forward with your product after the licensing agreement would be signed, if you want to, hear about the commercial and view the commercial prior, we want your advice. You would also be talking to our product development team. You built the item. You know what's best for the item. You know the good, bad, and the ugly. So I always encourage inventors to be as involved as you want to be. If you say, you know what, Trish, you and your team take it from here. I just want to gather the tracks. That's fine too.
Okay. What's more important, design or utility patents?
Utility patents, in my opinion.
Let's see. What if you're not sure if it's patentable? How do you to show you? So basically, if it's not patentable, they still show you a prototype. Are you able to license a non-patentable product?
Absolutely. I would say most of our items that we've rolled out from inventors do not have patents. And how that works is if we were to move forward with an item and there was no patent, we then help the inventor apply for patents both in China and in the US.
Okay. Can you clear up the submission process?
What?
Well, sure. Somebody has an idea and they want to show it to you. What do they do for a second, third?
Basically, they just send us an email. We prefer just a quick video, 20 seconds, If you have a sell sheet, that's great. We do not work with any ideas, or if you don't have a prototype, unfortunately, we just don't have the time, and our model does not work that way. But I can tell you within seconds whether or not it's something that I think we would be interested in testing.
Okay. And does Allstar Innovation charge fees? Did we do this?
Yes.
I think we got Rick there. Okay. Similar question. Okay. Here's one. Can you do licensing agreements with people outside the U.S. or people who aren't U.S. citizens?
Yes, we can.
Okay. What about novelty items?
It would depend on the item. Without seeing it, I couldn't give you it has to be something that could be shown on TV, though.
Okay.
So I'm not quite sure what you mean about novelty.
Okay. Does Allstar typically get listed as one of the inventors on the patent along with the original founder or originator founder?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Is Allstar interested in patented child and pet safety products? Child Be Safe has the perfect made in USA product.
Yes, I did see that product. This is a perfect example of not for GR because it's a little too specific. However, I do have a retailer in mind that it might make sense for. So if that particular inventor wants to send me an email afterwards, I'd love to talk to him about it. It would be something we would send to our retailer if he was interested, and then the retailer would have to respond. But as a direct to consumer, unfortunately, I think that's a little too targeted for that market.
Okay. There's many of the same question coming out where they're asking if you charge anything to the inventor, and you already said no.
No, we do not. We do know that some of our competitors do, but our model is different. We do not charge anything.
Okay. Is the inventor responsible for product manufacturing the product and getting it to the consumer, shipping to the proper address?
Nope. Basically, what we do is once the licensing agreement is signed, we take over everything. We take over the branding, the name, the packaging, the manufacturing, everything from A to Z.
Okay. Does the prototype need to be well made?
It has to function well. It's interesting. We have an item that we're working on now. And I really, really like this item. And my PD team said, Trish, we just can't get it to work. And unfortunately, that's what we ask for from the inventor, to make sure that their item works as much as we can. There are some tweaks we can do. We will put some time into the functionality, but we can't create the item. We just are not set up like that.
Got it. Can you share your company full name or website and your information, Trish?
Sure. It's Allstar Innovations or Allstar Marketing Group. And it's Trish D at allstarmg.com is my email address.
So what's next, Trish? Tell us what's on the horizon for Allstar Innovation.
Oh, well, we're working on brands, actually. So we're looking to expand our Allstar Kitchen brand. So we're looking for kitchen items that are really unique and solve a problem. And we're also looking for Pets Knows Best. We have a brand called Pets Knows Best, and it's launching in several retailers this spring. So we are getting into more line extensions. The Calming Heat that you just saw, we actually just introduced Calming Heat Jade Stone, which started on TV last week. And we have Calming Heat slippers coming out, Calming Heat for your neck, for your knee, every body part possible. So once we find that item, we just kind of run with it. We're looking for that anchor item, and then we can build from there a lot of line extensions. So that's what's happening now, but we still need to find those anchor items. So we're looking for product is king to Allstar. Without the right product, we don't have a company. So it's very, very important for us to have good product.
Okay. And what is the top, let's say, is there a top industry to really focus on? Like if somebody's here and they're just looking to help you to bring the next product out there, like, is there anything that you feel is hot?
You know, when you're watching a commercial, again, going back to the category thing, if somebody says, wow, to that item, I want one of those, and you kind of jump off the couch and you can't wait to order it either online or the telephone or go to the retail store and get it, that's really the magic of this business. So if it's that wow factor, if your product is like, oh my God, I want one of those, then, you know, definitely that's what we're looking for.
That's the greatest feeling. I love that. That's when you know you have something, but it doesn't always have to be your friends and family that are telling you that. You want to be able to get them straight, right?
Exactly. Sometimes it's good to get some outside opinions other than your friends and family.
One more quick question, Trish, because
Sure.
this has been a couple times that they've asked. So what's the usual licensing deal percentage for the inventor?
It depends on what the inventor is bringing to us. So if an inventor is kind of already out there selling the item, has some sales history, and Allstar doesn't kind of have to invest a lot of time and money into the item, the percentage would be much more than an item starting from scratch.
Okay.
So,
and it's different if it's on TV where it's direct to consumer. Sometimes it's also if you're going wholesale, right? Where you have to go to a buyer and they're selling it to the consumer.
Exactly. You know, direct to consumer, we actually don't make any money on that. We seldom do, because we're spending millions of dollars to promote that item and bring it into people's living rooms. So any campaign, that Common Heat that you just saw, we spent about $7 million in advertising on that last year. So we didn't make money off that, but then we made money selling it to all the retailers and to Amazon. So there's different percentages. Direct to consumer, you'd have a lower percentage than if it was to the retail store sales.
Okay. So Trish, when you have this idea, you want to go through the steps, and some people are asking, like, where do you get prototypes done and all that? You really want a little bit more than just chicken scratch on a piece of paper, right? I mean, you want it to be able to see it, feel it, like have some skin in the game from the inventor. And just tell us about that, because I'm sure you get people that submit products to you all the time. So when do you kind of take them a little bit more seriously?
Absolutely. Great question. If you can shoot a video showing the functionality of the item, or even just a sell sheet, and I don't need anything fancy. You don't have to go out and spend thousands of dollars. It could be shot on an iPhone in your kitchen. Very good. Very exactly what I need. But it has to function correctly. It has to do what you're pitching. The other thing that I run into is a lot of people don't search the market. If you have an idea or an invention, please go on Amazon and see what else is in that category, or go to Walmart, Target, the websites. You don't even have to leave your home just to see what else is in that category, because there is a lot of stuff out there, and a lot of times it's just another item, maybe with a slight difference, but it's just not enough that it's unique enough.
Okay,
so that's another important part.
Right. So look, us as inventors, we want to make sure that we're showing you something that really has a good shot. So it's always good to do a search as simple as online. And we know that it's your baby, and we know that you're emotionally attached to it, but you have to search. And if you find it online, or you're search with your eyes open and see if it's out there. It's got to be enough of a difference, right, Trish? It's got to be enough that you can kind of call it your own, so you can rent the rights to their intellectual property in a way, right? Otherwise, what do you really need them for? You can kind of do it yourself, right?
Absolutely. And I have to say, I think the Common Heat weighted heating pad is a perfect example. That's an item, heating pad. Everyone has a heating pad, right? But because of the clay beads and the trends of weight, because the weighted blankets were trending, so now we added weight. That's actually an internal idea, and we added massage. So you just don't have, you had an everyday item, Then we added massage and we added weight, clay beads, and that made it a super winner. So sometimes you don't have to put all that thought into it and make a crazy brand new item, even though we love those too. But Brian, to your point, it was enough of a difference that we took an everyday item that's mass appeal and we made it unique enough that everybody wanted one.
Great. And this has been asked a couple times, so let me grab Jeff's question. What's the typical product price point that you're looking for?
Excellent question. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
asking.
Jeff.
So our business has changed, just like everything else, the last 5 years. And we're actually looking for $30 to $100 retails now, which is super exciting because we're really looking for quality items. It's great.
One more quick question here. What's the shelf life of your products? What's the average shelf life?
Excellent question. It's usually 2 to 3 years. We kind of come in, we make a splash. You know, you hear about the item, we sell a couple of million pieces. However, if an item is strong enough and the retail store is having good sales, just because the media part may have died down, a lot of these items keep living within the retailers. I'll give you an example. Magic Mesh has now come back for its 10th year. So it's a great item. It started out, it keeps selling strong. It's March through October, but last year was as strong as the first year. So 2 to 3 years for most items, but some items keep living on and on and on.
One more quick question. I keep saying one more quick question, but they're really good questions. Greg, let's see. Does Allstar have the capability to manufacture and market the Inventors products worldwide? So and also, if I can add to that, because there's a lot of inventors that are concerned with international patenting, let's say. So maybe you can address those two.
Sure. Yes, we do. We have partners across the world, in Europe, some countries stronger than others. And again, we would make sure that the patent, we walk the inventor through the patent process with our legal team to make sure we have patents worldwide on that item.
Okay.
We're investing so much money in that item, we need to make sure we're covered worldwide with patents.
Thank you. And Vahib Jain, what about, let me see. Let me try Don's here. What's the typical time frame from submitting to you to a successful rollout?
It's about 6 to 8 months.
Okay. This one is kind of interesting because there's a lot of inventors, especially now with COVID going on, the disposable items. Are you like kind of like refillable, reusable items? How do you feel about those for your company?
It's unfortunately, it wouldn't be for us. A lot of times those items tend to be a little lower price points and we just don't get that order size that we need. And we're just not set up to supply that kind of thing.
Okay. All right. Well, Trish, any final words of wisdom to the inventors listening out there and entrepreneurs and innovators of whatever product developers, engineers, people? It doesn't matter who you are, Trish, right? You could be anybody and you're in certain environments. You could wake up in the morning, be in the bathroom, go to your profession, drive your, whatever it is. People are coming up with ideas all the time, and we're the ones that are capturing those ideas in our brain and bringing them out to be able to present to somebody like yourself or go into business for ourselves. So maybe you can give us some words of wisdom for the inventors and the entrepreneurs listening out there.
Sure. All products are great. Chances are, if you're thinking it solves a problem for yourself and your family, it probably solves a problem for the masses. And product is king. It's really, really important to us, and it's fun, and it's a great process. And don't get discouraged because it's a lot of fun. We're looking for products, so I'd love to see everyone's items.
Great. Thank you so much, Trish. If you don't mind, in the chat box, I think you see it also. If you can write your email, or you could type your email address and the website, that would be super. I think a few people have put it out there, but if you could do it again, that would be great. Thank you very much, Trish.
Thank
for
you.
those inventors and entrepreneurs and innovators and service providers that are continuing to listen, let's open up the floor or the chat to general question answers. So if you have a question about prototyping, manufacturing, licensing, anything inventor related that is going to help you to get the word or to get your idea to the next level, let's see if we can answer some questions here. I know that there was a question, it was a little bit further up, about where to go to find and to make prototypes. Well, when you're coming up with an idea, you probably, before you start spending money on prototypes, it's always good to do a patent search. And again, this is my opinion from an inventor's perspective. You want to make sure before you start spending any money that you do this search. So the easiest thing, like Trish mentioned, was to do it online. You go online and you put in descriptive words or search terms of what you're coming up with and see what comes up. And again, search with your eyes open. Make sure that it's something that you can continue with. And if it's something that you hit a brick wall, or if it's not enough of a difference, then just move on to the next one. But let's say you continue, maybe you capture some of the ideas that are out on the market or that you've seen that is similar, and just keep a track of them. And what I like to do is a patent search. I have a professional patent search done with a patentability opinion, and they're going to pull prior art. And Will Salas, I think he's still on, you can find PTRC, the Patent and Trademark Resource Center, which is a division of the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. You can have a representative from PTRC close by to you actually help you with doing a search. They're not going to tell you if your idea is good or not. They're not going to tell you if it's patentable or not, but they're going to pull prior art that's going to help you to compare it. So by doing your online search yourself, going into the stores, finding similar products, going to PTRC, you can even go on uspto.gov, which is the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office website. You could go to Google Patents and put in some similar search terms and see what comes up. Keep a record of all these, keep a log of what's going on, and then give it to a patent attorney or agent to see if it's something that could be patentable, and you can call your own. And Trish likes to see products that have some intellectual property protection. It's better for you and it's better for them, because it's probably going to put people on notice not to knock it off or to copy it. So if you have a chance to get IP, try to, and get that patent search with a patentability opinion to see if you're hitting a brick wall, and maybe it's a patent that's expired already, so it's public domain and anybody can make it. Or if it ends up being where it's somebody else's intellectual property, then you're going to be infringing on it. Or you're in the clear and maybe you want to get a second opinion, or you want to keep moving forward. And I guess to get a little further down to ask or to answer the question about the prototype, again, you can take and you can make crude prototypes. I used to rip apart all the toys that I bought for my daughter. I let her play for a little bit, put it away, and then all of a sudden just start taking them apart and making different toy products and everything else. So you can buy the raw products that are out there and rip them apart to make your own, or you can have a 3D CAD drawing done. And you can find a product designer, an engineer. They can make you a CAD file, and then you can find a prototyper. And these days, there's so many 3D printing places that you can go where you can make a prototype for yourself. You can even go to a website like Shapeways. You can upload CAD files, and a couple days later, you'll have your prototype in your mailbox. So interesting stuff. Just a couple quick tips there. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have product design companies. We have patent attorneys that are on. Okay, so let's see. Diane, you're talking about an industrial product to make prototypes, so hopefully we answered some of that. Any other quick questions? Who's the person I mentioned from the U.S.? So Will Salas, I'm not sure if Will is on, but Will Salas is from the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office division, which is PTRC, Patent and Trademark Resource Center. And what they do is they have in certain libraries around the country, I think there's like 17 of them or 27, but you can connect up. If you go on the National Inventor Club.com website and you see Will Salas on there, his contact information is on there, and you can find somebody close by that could help you. And it's free, which is kind of interesting that they'll help you with pulling and understanding what's going on with prior art in the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. So that's a quick tip there. And you can connect up with Will Salas. Okay, let's see what else. Any other quick questions? I'll keep going if you keep sending in the questions. So does it make sense to get a prototype done by a college student? Great question, Frank. There's plenty of places that you can get prototypes made, and that's a great point there, Frank. You can actually go to a local college or university, and they have engineering departments, and you can speak to some of the whoever's in charge there, and you can have the students actually do some of the work for you. You can also, they have 3D printers. They probably have industrial 3D printers there. You could probably get some great talent and great pricing to be able to help you. Oh, thank you. We'll put his contact info in there. What else? Okay, I think we're good. So I just wanted to thank everybody for joining us on the National Inventor Club second meeting, February 2021. And we have some great guests that are lined up for upcoming meetings. You can take advantage of all kinds of activities that are going on within our membership community with the National Inventor Club. Really appreciate everybody joining us here tonight. Thank you again. Let's say goodbye to Trish. I didn't catch you off guard there. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, Brian.
You're always wonderful to give us the information and the advice, and all those inventors that were just wondering what it takes to get our idea or our product on an infomercial. So really appreciate you being in our meeting tonight.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so for all of you that are out there, keep on inventing, and thank you for joining. Have a great night, and we'll see you again very soon. Take care.